Pickathon 2017. I'm Dan Cable, hanging out with Sean Spellman of The Quiet Life. Welcome to Pickathon, man.
Thanks, good to be here.
Yeah, I know you've been, The Quiet Life has been, what, almost 10 years?
Yeah, it's been about 10 years.
There.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the songwriting process has changed a lot for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think that, you know, I would like to hope that my songwriting has progressed, but definitely I feel like the band's songwriting has progressed, you know, as we all live in different cities now, so we don't get to play often together, and it's basically me bringing songs to the band, and we just have to nail them out, you know, pretty quickly. Our last record we made in like 2 weeks, and you know, that was the most time we had ever spent consecutively in the studio, and prior to that, none of the guys hadn't heard any of the songs. Actually, they heard one song because we had been playing it live, but other than that, the rest of them, they were just unheard, and so we just had to work them out in the studio. It's exciting to work that way, you know?
Yeah, so the songwriting itself is usually you doing all the like core parts of the song and bringing something to the band?
Usually, yeah. I think, you know, I have a skeleton of a tune and I bring it to the band. Sometimes we'll write songs collectively in the studio. It all depends, you know.
You guys are a band that spends a decent amount of time on the road playing. Do you feel like a lot of your songwriting and your narrative for lyrics has been really informed by those experiences?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we haven't really been on the road too much in the past year, but the years prior, we were on the road all the time, and I was living in my van in between tours, so traveling a lot, definitely inspired by, you know, the vastness of America and, you know, just moving constantly, and I think that definitely seeps into the lyrics for sure. So, and also our sound, you know, I think that we come across so many great bands on the road, you know, over the years, and we definitely get a lot of influence from them, you know, like we don't really go to shows because we're on the road, you know, and like most bands, so you kind of, as you're meeting musicians and that you're inspired by, you know, I'm sure that influences a lot of people, but definitely influences me for sure.
Can you talk a little bit about your brother Ryan plays drums in the band?
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about like the dynamic between you and having your brother in the band? Is that something that, I don't know, maybe keeps you grounded on those long road trips and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best and the worst, you know, it's like, you know, having like a wife on the road or something, you know? So Ryan knows my strengths and my weaknesses, and I know his, and sometimes we annoy the shit out of each other, and sometimes and all the time we have each other's back. So there's a lot of drama, but there's also a lot of camaraderie, and it's interesting, you know? It's like we've been playing in a band for 10 years, so, and we've also been doing it pretty DIY for 10 years, so there's a lot of heart and soul into everything, and we have to stay clear-headed with, you know, what's the most important, and that's just playing music, you know. It's hard sometimes to not get caught up in all the bullshit of like emailing and all the, you know, business stuff associated with playing music, so luckily we have each other to balance one another out. So.
Is that like your biggest takeaway, like at this point in your music career, that like the main focus just needs to be on playing the tunes and not worried about like the business side of things?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I think, you know, I've made the mistake of being too concerned with the business side sometimes, and where it affects the creative side, and I think we're all at the point in our life where we just want to play stuff that we enjoy, you know, which is why we're here at Pickathon.
Absolutely, man. Well,
it's good to be here.
It's a pleasure to chat with you, man. I really appreciate the music that you write. And
thank you. That means a lot.
Just wish the band nothing but the best.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah.
This has been Pickathon 2017. Sean Spellman of Quiet Life. I'm Dan Cable.
Thanks, Dan.
That was rad, dude.
Yeah, appreciate
Thanks so
it.
much.
Thank you.